Welcome to Brain Vision.
Let's find the differential of this function here. Let's rewrite this as a function of three variables. Let's keep these in order. And then if I want, I could maybe just take that denominator and rewrite it as a term to the negative first power. We'll see why that's a good idea in a moment. So now the formula for the differential, dt, take those partial derivatives, multiply them by the corresponding differential, and then add them together. There's our formula for the differential, but now as we can see, we'll have to do three calculations, one for each partial derivative. So here, let's go and do tu first. So u only appears in the parentheses, so we'll just go ahead and use the power rule here. And then we'll have to go inside and then use the chain rule as well. So if you multiply the thing underlined in red with respect to u, you get VW. And let's go ahead and, well, we can simplify this while we plug it into the formula over here. So you could combine those V's. Go ahead and put this term back in the denominator if you like. Don't forget to square it. And then we'll still need our du there. So that's the first one. Two more to go. Next one, derivative with respect to v. So same idea here, similar idea. We'll use the power rule on this. But also, as we can see here, because we're doing with respect to v, let's actually differentiate the original. Let's use the quotient rule over here. So the quotient rule, recall that. I'll write that over here for you. Quotient rule, so here our numerator is just v, so the derivative of that is 1. And then we'll have our g, our denominator, in the numerator as the first term. And then we subtract f times g prime, so f is v. And then g prime is just the derivative of the denominator with respect to v. It's uw. And then square that denominator. And you could also cancel out some terms here in the numerator. So we'll go ahead and plug that in over here as our next term. And then we have one more to go. That's derivative with respect to w. So this time it might be easiest to just use this formula for t over here, so you don't have to use the quotient rule. So use the power rule to bring down the 1. Multiply by the derivative of inside the parentheses with respect to w, giving you uv. And then when you simplify that, you could write that as a minus sign. And then combine those v's again. And then rewrite that exponent in the denominator. And don't forget dw. So there it is. That's our differential, and that's our answer.